What's up YouTube? This is Mega Man 7 coming at you with another brand new video. Alright guys, so today I thought I'd hit you with another update slash discussion video. A few months back I posted a video on my discussions for Kingdom Hearts 3 as far as, gameplay, plot line, and the different worlds we would be visiting. Well, since then, a lot of new information has been released to the public, and we've gotten a lot closer to what Kingdom Hearts 3 might be like. So that being said, I thought I would kind of update my ideas and opinions on how Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to play out. Now, as far as the storyline and the plot goes and the gameplay, I've not changed. But as far as the worlds we'll be visiting to, that's changed tremendously. Tetsuya Nomura stated in an interview that we will be getting more brand new worlds than returning worlds. So with that being said, I counted the worlds from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and it's gradually gotten more by 2. Kingdom Hearts 1 had 12, Kingdom Hearts 2 had 14. So I'm guessing we're going to get probably between 16 and 17 worlds, if not 16 or 17. So here's some of my ideas for brand new worlds that can incorporate. I would love to see Destiny Island come back as a sort of brand new world. We're getting brand new maps, so the worlds we are revisiting will have brand new areas. One of the other ones is the Keyblade Graveyard. I feel like that's where it all went down in Birth by Sleep. That's where it's all going to come back together, and that's where it's going to end in Kingdom Hearts 3. Frozen, I think, is going to be in there. Treasure Planet, Atlantis, the Lost Empire. The Jungle Book actually has some data images worked on it. It was originally going to be a world in Birth by Sleep, but they scrapped that idea. So there is a slight possibility that this world may be able to come back, and I hope it does, because it's been a while since we had a sort of jungle themed world. Kingdom Hearts 2 never really. Well, we had the Pride Land, so that's a nice little jungle world we can incorporate. So next would be the Emperor's New Groove. I feel like that's a good sort of world we can do. It's a lot of Disney movies that they haven't done, and they have the potential to do. So even though that wasn't one of Disney's strongest films, I feel like it would be pretty cool. And again, what's his name? Sugo or Cisco? I think it's Cisco. He turned into a llama in the movie, so maybe you can incorporate Sora maybe turning into an animal as well. Maybe he drank one of the potions, and Donald, and Goofy got turned into animals, just as well as Cisco did. The next one I feel like is not a Disney world, but Daybreak Town. We've seen this in Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key and Kingdom Hearts Key. It's actually one of the few returning worlds I have on my list that's actually not a Disney world. So the more brand new worlds we get that aren't Disney worlds, I think would be a nice little gesture. I don't want all the brand new worlds to be Disney worlds, in my opinion. The next one is The Great Mouse Detective. A lot of people don't know this movie as well, but I loved this movie as a kid, and I still love it to this day. It's basically like Disney's version of Sherlock Holmes, but with mice, And again, I feel like they can do something maybe towards what they did in Birth by Sleep with Ventus, how he shrunk down to the size of a mouse. So they could probably do that to Sora, Donald, and Goofy. They could shrink them down, and they can, go throughout the world and just the characters of that world on their journey. Next, now, I don't really personally like the live action worlds incorporated into Kingdom Hearts. Pirates of the Caribbean, I love that trilogy. I love that movie series, so it didn't really bother me that much. Same with Tron, but if they are going to bring back more live action movies, I feel like the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe would be a good sort of action-packed Disney film that they can incorporate. So that's really all the worlds I can come up with. I know I'm too short, that's only 14 worlds that I came up with, but we'll see. Hopefully Tetsuya Nomura takes all these Kingdom Hearts fans' ideas and kind of works with them a little bit. Alright guys, so on screen you should see a list of sort of a recap of all the worlds I went over. So now with all the world half of this video out of the way, let's move on to the 13 Secrets of Darkness. So the 13 Secrets of Darkness in Dream Drop Distance, we only got introduced to half of them. There was only 6 of them that were confirmed, and that was Master Xehanort, Xemnas, Ansem Secret of Darkness, Young Xehanort, Xigbar, and Syax, or as Lee refers to him as Isa. I believe he came back as Syax because of the X-shaped mark on his forehead, and I will leave a link in the description below that will link you to my Syax/Isa theory on why he is part Xehanort and has that X-shaped scar on his forehead. One of the main people that I really want to see come back as a 13th Seeker of Darkness is Vanitas. So he is our #1 main candidate for the 13 Seekers of Darkness, and I think he will be a great addition. So next up on the list we have Terranort. He is the being that basically tears body with Xehanort's mind and soul overcoming it. So a lot of think that him and Xehanort the Apprentice are 2 different people. That is false. They are the same person. Terranort is what you see here. Xehanort the Apprentice is him after Ansem the Wise had found him in the Radiant Garden. So the next candidate will be Luxord. Now I know what all of you are thinking, but please just bear with me and allow me to explain. First of all, Luxord is the attribute of time, and as we know from Young Xehanort, time travel is a big deal within the 13 Secrets of Darkness. The second reason is that Luxord was one of the only members who made it the longest. And in Kingdom Hearts 2, he was one of the members who was in the castle that never was. The other 3 members are already members of the 13 Secrets of Darkness, so that just ups the stakes that he lasted the longest. And third, but not least, he has X in his name. He is ranked number 10, and you know X is the key symbol throughout the Kingdom Hearts series, and it plays a big part. So I have a strong feeling that he will be a member of the 13 Secrets of Darkness. Next on my list is the Riku Replica. I'm sure Xemnas has the Riku Replica program on hand that he could present to Master Xehanort, and you know the Riku Replica is just an empty shell, so it's just an empty vessel that Xehanort can just put part of his heart inside of him to use as a member of the 13 Secrets of Darkness. And last but not least is Sora's Heartless, reformed to look like his anti-form, if that makes any sense. Basically it's Sora's Heartless, but not the Shadow Heartless we got in Kingdom Hearts 1, and not the Dark Side Heartless we got in Recoded that was supposedly Sora's Heartless. His Heartless that kind of is formed and molded to look or resemble his anti-form. So the reason behind this candidate is they tried using his nobody, Roxas, that didn't work, and at the end of Dream Drop Distance they tried using Sora himself. So the only thing that would be left would be his Heartless that they could probably use. Alright, I know I'm 2 members short, but that's all the ones I can come up with. If you guys have any other ideas or suggestions, please leave it in the comment section below. And just for a recap, the list is up on the screen now. And thank you so much for watching and liking this video. It really helps me out a lot. Please remember to subscribe and share this video with your friends. I'm Mega Man 7. Got it memorized.